up here, and I'd recommend getting under the shelter if you can. I see some squalls out there that were coming this way. Well, aloha, everyone. Aloha. I'm Bruce Anderson, the Director of the State Department of Health, and I wanted to welcome all of you to this event to celebrate the groundbreaking for the Hawaii State Hospital's new facility. The importance of addressing mental health in Hawaii is recognized and is being elevated in our state. We're working with partners to make community-based mental health care more accessible for more Hawaii residents. The department delivers behavioral health in a number of ways. We have our community-based services, community health centers, we have clubhouses, and of course we have this facility for those who need treatment and support in a secure, safe environment. The new facility we're breaking ground for today represents our state's commitment to improving mental health in Hawaii. Just as medical care has evolved rapidly over the past decade, behavioral health is also evolving, and best practices require new ways of caring for patients and new facilities to support their care and treatment. The support we've received for upgrading these facilities from the Kaneohe Neighborhood Board, to the Honolulu City Council, the state legislature, the governor, and the executive branch has been overwhelming. Because of their support, today we have the opportunity to move forward with the construction of a new, secure, best practice 144-bed facility. I want to recognize those who have helped make this day possible. First of all, we're honored to have here with us Governor Ige. Lynn Fallon. I'm going to ask Lynn to raise her hand when you... Lynn, there you are. Okay. Lynn is the Deputy Director for Behavioral Health Administration with the Department of Health. And she couldn't be here, but I wanted to also recognize Jenny Pressler. This is her baby. She was really instrumental in making this happen, and was passionate about improving mental health services in our state. Bill May. Bill, could you raise your hand? Oh, there you are. Everyone's in the front row. It makes it easy. Rod Becker. Rod is the comptroller from DAGS, and he and Audrey Hidano. Audrey, you're somewhere here. Anyway, Audrey. Hey, Audrey. They helped oversee the contract. It probably wouldn't have happened if they hadn't been 100% behind the project. Certainly wouldn't have happened as quickly as it did. And we have a number of legislators who've been instrumental in making this building possible. Also passionate about improving mental health services. Senator Baker, Senator Jill Takuda, Ken Ito, Representative Keho Kolole. I think I got the pronunciation close anyway. Okay. I know Dayton Lakanilua was planning to be here from UPW. I don't see him today. But the Chancellor from Windward Community College is here, Doug Dystra. I think he's here anyway. Maybe a bit later. Rick Craigo, who's Operation Manager with Hensel Phelps. Rick. They're the general contractor that was selected to oversee this project. Katie McNeil, who's the principal with G70 and the architectural firm that's working with us on this. Katie, there you are. Okay. And then Lottie Diaz, who's the principal with KMD Architects based in San Francisco. Lottie, thanks for joining us. Let's give them all a round of applause. So I'd like to give our guests an opportunity to say a few words, and starting with Governor Ige. Governor, thanks again for being here.
Thanks, Bruce. Aloha. This is a day that many of us have been looking forward to for a long, long time, and it really is a demonstration of what we can do when we all work together to really make improvements and move our state forward. As Bruce has mentioned, we have talked about a new state forensic mental health facility for many, many, many years. And I think we've talked about it for so long that some of us thought it would never happen. But I'm just glad that Jill and Roz Baker are here, because I know that they've been strong advocates for it for a number of years. I really also appreciate Representative Ito and Keoho Kolele for being here. It's definitely a very, very important facility, I think, for not only this community, but for the entire state of Hawaii. It's taken a lot of work behind the scenes that I really wanted to recognize and acknowledge in this moving forward. I thank the legislature for not being satisfied with status quo and really challenging all of us in state government to do it better and quicker, because the demands of our community really insist on it. It really is an example of what we can do together when we work together with one mind and one vision to do what really is in the best interest of patients, of our employees, and I think most importantly of the community. As many of you know, this is one of those, if we did it the same old way, it would take 8 years or more. And I just really wanted to acknowledge Rod Becker and Audrey Hidano and her team at DAGS really for being willing to do it differently. This will be the first state DAGS project that is design build, which really compresses the intervals and allows us to move the project along much quicker than it would be. We brought the best minds together to really look at how we can accelerate, shorten intervals, and most importantly, get it done. And once again, I just really think that this is an example of what we all can do when we work together. I also really wanted to thank the Department of Health for their commitment to quality mental health services in our community. And I really wanted to thank the employees, all of the employees in the current state hospital, for many, many, many years. And the area representatives, Senator Baker, are really aware. We've asked them and we've challenged them to work in an environment and in a facility that is delivering services that it never, ever was intended to. And they've done a good job in providing important services to our community. I certainly look forward to the day when we complete this facility and our employees will have a state-of-the-art facility to deliver quality mental health services to the patients in the facility and really will move us forward. So on behalf of the people of the state of Hawaii, I just really wanted to express our heartfelt mahalo to all of those involved with this project. Looking forward to breaking ground today, and I think most importantly, seeing the progress that this facility will be making as we move forward. Aloha and mahalo to all.
There's one other person I should have acknowledged. Ford sitting right and the governor there. He's he's like Rod and Audrey. One of those guys who behind the scenes really makes things happen. Thank you very much for your support too. Governor, I appreciate your words. I would like to ask Bill May, who's the administrator of the state hospital, to say a few things. He's been spearheading this new building project. Bill? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. Aloha, everyone, and welcome. Governor, thank you so much for being here. And elected officials, thank you for your support for this project. And just allow me to say, Keoho Kolole. Okay. Aloha, everyone. What a beautiful day. The blessings that we're getting, just little sprinkles of rain, are so symbolic of what this day is about. It's a very important day. It's a wonderful day for all of us at the Hawaii State Hospital and also for all of us in the state of Hawaii. This day is important for the state hospital, and we're glad that you all could join us this morning. For the employees, the patients, and the community, This day, this groundbreaking event marks much more than a new building. We're laying the foundation for a new way in delivering quality psychiatric care for the citizens of the state of Hawaii, of all the islands. The Goddard Building, a massive building that was built in 1946, was behind me for 70 years. And a couple of years ago, we had a similar ceremony where we started the demolition project of the Goddard Building. And it took a year to take down, but it's well worth it, because now, in a few years from now, we'll be back here with a beautiful new 144-bed, forensically designed, state-of-the-art, safe, secure, smart building. And something like that doesn't happen easily. Many, many people came together just to get us to this point, and we're only at this point. So now, we have to get from this point to the finish line. But we are so close, and we couldn't do it without the support of the people here today, from DAGS, from the governors, from the Ledge, from everybody, from my colleagues at the Department of Health. Thank you to everyone. We're excited about what this means for the patients and for the staff and for our community. We'll be able to provide better care than we are now in an uplifting environment. If you haven't seen the design, we did a presentation a couple of months ago, 6 weeks perhaps, of the new building. It is a beautiful building. It truly is a beautiful building. It is state of the art. It is cutting edge. It is going to be a fantastic building for the citizens of Hawaii. And I can't tell you how excited I am personally, and we as a state hospital family are. This will be new for the Hawaii State Hospital, and it incorporates best design practices sorry about that, whatever network that was.
Good save.
Okay, a little Gorilla Glue would work. But this will allow us to go to the next level. Okay, what's done at the Hawaii State Hospital right now is truly amazing. It really is. Miracles happen here every day. We help people. People come here to work to help people, and that's important. This new facility is going to allow us to expand on what we do in a great way, and it's a fantastic day. It's a fantastic process. It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a pleasure to work with the team that we put together, going way back when the master plan was first redone back when I first got here 4 years ago, and to see where we are now is truly an incredible accomplishment for everybody involved. So thank you all for coming. It's a truly great day, and thank you for sharing in our joy. So aloha.
Thanks, Bill, for all your hard work. It is an exciting day. I would like to provide some time to hear from some legislators who have been instrumental in bringing this facility to us. And let's start with Jill Tsukuda, who's been a strong supporter of the facility and an advocate for those on the windward side. Jill, if you could say a few words, please.
Thank you so much. It's a bit surreal to sit there in that chair and stare over here at this blank hillside, especially when I think back to the fact that it was probably over a decade ago that I remember Lynn and Dr. Fridovich sitting in my office, and we're having a conversation, and we're talking about the beginnings of the master plan and a new forensic facility, a real proper forensic facility. And I remember having a discussion, what would it really take? How much money are we talking about? If it's $1.5 million or so to create the vision. And then I remember telling them, then if you're talking about a building, then it's going to be about $150 to $160 million to actually build the thing. And I remember their eyes bulging out, like $160 million. And I said, yeah, then we're going to have to get it. And I think at that time, I remember all the eyes around the room looking at me like, that's not possible. Absolutely not possible. You fast forward over a decade, and here we are today, looking at a blank hillside with so much possibility, staring forward at the most beautiful, beautiful vision. So much possibilities, doors opening. And that's really what this has been about, the journey over the last decade, because we knew that no matter what, we were going to push forward because we had to, because it was not just about a building. It was about the people that really were in that space, the people who come together every single day, fighting hard to make sure that they work together, to make sure that these lives were healed. It was about everyone in this community that come together every single day to make sure that we support each other. And you know, one of the things that I thought about today as I prepared to look not just at this beautiful hillside that is without a Goddard building, and thought about the building that we're going to be building on top of it, I thought about one particular picture that I've been holding on to for over 25 years. Please don't zoom in on it because I'm in it, by the way. It's one of the first times I stepped foot in the Hawaii State Hospital. You know, most people don't realize that decades ago, this wasn't just for forensically committed patients. This was a place for healing for all of our communities. So as Castle High School students, we used to come here to decorate boards, to help celebrate Christmas. So this is a picture of myself and some of my close friends. Oops, sorry, that's my alarm clock. Some of my closest friends decorating Christmas decorations in the Hawaii State Hospital. That was a tradition we used to do over 25 years ago. Because the community saw this not just as the Hawaii State Hospital, a place where the courts send patients. This was our hospital. So when people ask me, why do you fight so hard for this building? Why have you been fighting so hard for the patients and for the staff here to protect the community here? The answer is really simple, because it's not just a building. It's not just a place where we put people. It's not just a place where people come to work. It's because for our Windward community, this is our hospital. This is our place of healing. And if we are able to succeed in doing this, and then look further down over there, if we can help Gunsberg and I Building and the cafeteria ward over there, then we can get back to making sure that this is the place of healing for all of our state and all of our people. And that has always been the vision for this place, this area, and for our overall Windward community. Because look behind you, look around you. There's some magic here. There's some power here. We've always known that. We've always known that here in Kaneohe and on the Windward side. And that has been why we have all fought so hard, not just to tear down, but also to help rebuild and to heal. And so I really want to thank all the team members here, the staff who come in and work every day, the builders who are helping to create this place, because you're part of a much bigger vision to make sure that here on this campus and throughout this greater community that we are helping to rebuild and heal lives. So thank you for letting me play such a small part in making sure that we really help to make this community really what it always has been. So thank you for keeping up the fight, for persevering, and I cannot wait to be back here, continuing to watch us grow and prosper. Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator Kuda, for playing such a large part. You haven't played a small part. This funding possible. And the review is surreal. Senator Baker, who will be speaking next, and Jill and I were commenting and thinking that we want them to reserve a room for us here. The view this way is just as spectacular as is behind us, and I think it is a remarkable place. But Senator Roz Baker is Senate Health Committee Chair, and she would also like to say a few words. Senator Baker.
Thank you, Bruce. What a wonderful day this is, to be able to come together for a fresh start for a very needed facility here on the Windward side. I'm a Maui senator, but I've had the good fortune to work with a lot of the great people in the Department of Health, with colleagues in both the House and Senate who are very concerned about making sure that our facilities are the best they can be for whatever illness befalls any of our residents. So I want to congratulate the folks at the Department of Health, the administration led by Governor Ige and others who have really come together to put the vision on paper, to have good folks at Group 70 to come together and translate that into an actual structure with architectural designs and the builders that are going to implement those designs. This is going to be a wonderful asset for the state of Hawaii and for all of our communities. Unfortunately, we know that people suffer all kinds of illnesses, not just physical illnesses, and we need those kinds of facilities, but we also need facilities where people can refresh, replenish, and take care of their mental health and recover from the ailments that affect the mind. So I'm delighted to be part of this wonderful celebration. Good luck, Godspeed, and may all of the hands that are actually coming in to do the construction, to actually put the building, may all of them be safe, and look forward to seeing the benefits of their labor when we bless the opening of the new facility. Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator Baker, and thanks for being such a strong advocate for those with need of mental health services. Really appreciate that. We also have some legislators from the House here today. Representative Ken Ito, who represents this beautiful Windward area. It's his backyard. We'd like to hear a few words from him too. Ken?
Aloha. I keep my remarks real short. I just want to expand on what Senator Tokuda said. About 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago, she said, I want you and Pono Chong, he was the representative from the 48th District. We're going to talk about this place here, the State Hospital. And they say, oh, what is this all about? And she wanted to work together to come out with this vision of hers that she wanted to improve this place, especially to tear down the Goddard building. And I knew about the Goddard building because I still work over here. I was part of my college training that I had to do in education, take adolescent psychology. So I was working here part-time and taking classes. But then I knew about the Goddard building, so when Senator Tokuda talked about that, and Pono Chong and I, talked about what we're going to do for the district, I tell you, this lady here took the leadership. I wasn't too enthusiastic because I was worried about guys escaping. So that was my main concern. And all these years, she kept going at this thing. And finally, it happened. And I can't believe it myself. And I'm very proud to be here today. And I want to congratulate all the workers, the governor who released the money. I work for 4 governors, and this is the first time in this district we have something great like this. And another thing too, I think I'm going to miss Senator Tokuda because we always said when she goes up first and I follow. So I always say, I was going to say the same thing. So anyway, I'm happy to be here today. Congratulations to everybody. I talked to Lynn Fallon. She said, oh, we need operating monies. I said, yeah. Later on. So anyway, with that, I'm happy to be here. Congratulations to the Department of Health, the staff, the workers, the whole Department of Health. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. You always find out more about people when you talk. Like, didn't know you worked here, but that's terrific. Long history. We're also are honored to have Representative Keoho Kalole, who was with us for our pre-demolition ceremony as well in 2016. So, Representative Keoho, could you please come? Thank you.
Okay, so I'll be really brief because I'm the 4th lawmaker up here, or 5th actually in a row. So thank you to Director Anderson, Governor Ige, Director May, and all of you folks who have been a part of this process, this long process to get us to the point where we're at today. Quick story about Senator Tokuda as well, because I was in the House the year we actually had to fight for the funding. And at one point, the community has really been, this facility has been controversial for a long, long time. I grew up here. I remember issues with the hospital my whole life. My uncle worked here. My wife's uncle worked here. One of my best friends from first grade still works in this facility. And so somebody asked me from the House, why is she fighting so hard to get this big chunk of money for the hospital? And I honestly, at that point, I just said, it's probably a bad idea. She's probably only doing it because it's the right thing to do. And I still believe that, because this is a necessary component not only for our community, but when I think about mental health issues just in general, this is really, in my opinion, a bedrock facility in a whole continuum of care that we need to take care of folks with mental health issues that really societally we're only now beginning to understand and frankly really care about. And from this facility, this impacts not only our other programs at the state hospital, but our external programs out in the community, our prison system, our criminal justice system, our healthcare system, our ERs, all the way out to the folks that are out on the street having a hard time. And if you don't have something like this to account for the changes that have happened, not only in our population, but just in our society, then you're not able to address mental health and all the other issues that come with that from a systemic perspective. So I really appreciate that we're here today, not only to help the folks who are going to be in the facility receiving treatment and services, but all of the folks who come here and work every day to try and help make people better. So thank you very much for everyone who's involved, and good luck and safe work for everyone going forward. Mahalo again.
Thank you, Representative Keho Kaloli. That's the end of our speakers, so we're getting close to the end of our program. But I would like to introduce Kahu Wendell Silva, who presided over our pre-demolition ceremony 2 years ago, and now he's back to help us with this great ceremony for our new building. Kahu Silva, please come up. Mahalo. Yeah.
Well, I guess I've come full circle. We did the pre-demolition blessing, and I'm here now to do the special blessing for the vision that has become a reality. This is a place of healing, and so it's that energy, that positive energy, that enables the healing process to be successful. I'd like to share a couple of tidbits about our Hawaiian culture, because Governor has always told me he enjoys when I share a little bit, and this is his way of getting to know a little bit more about how we relate spiritually and how we relate culturally.